Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two Coolpad devices, the Coolpad Note 5 with the Coolpad Note 3s. So these two phones are priced almost in the 10k price point, with the Coolpad Note 5 priced 11,000 while the Coolpad Note 3s is priced 10,000. So there are lots of similarities between these two devices, but there are a lot of differences as well. So in this video we'll compare all those aspects and see which is a better device to buy in this price segment. So let's get started with the comparison. So first step, let's see the design and build quality. So design and build quality feels completely different on both these devices. You can see that the Coolpad Note 5 comes with a metallic chassis, unibody design, and feels pretty premium with a chrome finishing around the edges, which feels pretty premium, and the device feels pretty good in hands. Although it's slightly on the heavier side, it definitely is a premium device in this price segment. Now talking about the Coolpad Note 3s, it has a metallic chassis, but it is made of plastic. You can see it's a glossy plastic finishing on the rear panel. The plastic quality definitely looks quite good, but not everyone would be would like the glossy finishing on the device. So that's a personal choice, but we would say it's quite good feel, because towards the edges it's curved and does give a great feel altogether. So it's definitely a good device to hold because of the curved edges, and towards the edges it's made slimmer, so that gives a good feel altogether. But our choice in terms of the build quality would be the Coolpad Note 5, which has this metallic construction. Now both these devices have capacitive touch buttons, but they are not backlit, and on the front panel we have a 5.5 inches display on both the devices, but it's Full HD display on the Coolpad Note 5 while it's an HD display on the Coolpad Note 3s. So that's the design aspect of these two phones, so we would choose the Coolpad Note 5. So next step, let's talk about the display. So as I said before, we have a Full HD display on the Coolpad Note 5, which is really good. One of the strong points of the device is the display. It's pretty vibrant, colorful, sharp, and the viewing angles are also really good. Now Coolpad Note 3s comes with an HD display, that's a 720p display, comparing to the 1080p display on the Note 5. Now the Note 3s display is quite average display, while the colors do tend to change a bit when you tilt the display, and the sharpness levels are not that great, but the touch response feels quite good on the display. So all in all, we would say the Coolpad Note 5 is the superior display out of these two devices. Obviously for one reason, that's a Full HD display, and also the sharpness levels are way better than the Coolpad Note 3s because of the higher pixel resolution. Now let's talk about the software. So since both these devices are made from Coolpad, you might think that both have the same software, but that's the catch here. But the Coolpad Note 5 comes with Cool UI, which is a custom UI with multiple home screens, but the Coolpad Note 3s comes with stock like UI, but without any customization option. So we'll talk about that in details. First up, let's see the Coolpad Note 5. So this has the Cool UI with a custom notification center, and you can see if you just swipe from the bottom, you get access to the control center, and if you go to the settings panel, a lot of additional features and tools are included, and we have theming support, dual apps support is a smart control. So these are some additional options included, like C button gestures are supported. So additional options are included in this UI, and there is also Cool Manager, which allows you to optimize the device. Then there is support for themes, additional options like the cool rock wallpaper, fingerprint support, and some additional options are also included. So it's definitely a feature-rich UI, but it's nowhere close to the MIUI in terms of the polishness of the UI, but it definitely feels quite decent overall. So that's the cool UI on the Coolpad Note 5. Now it's a different UI on the Coolpad Note 3s. It's more like stock Android. We have an app drawer, and the notification center and the quick toggles are mostly stock. And even if you go to the settings, you can see it's more or less like stock UI. And both the phones run on Android 6.0 Marshmallow. So if you're a person who likes stock UI, then definitely Coolpad Note 3s makes much better sense, because it has this stock-like experience. But if you're a person who loves a lot of customizations with themes, different apps included by the company, then Coolpad Note 5 definitely is the better choice, because a lot of customization options are available in this device. So that's the UI of these two phones. So it's we would leave it to the readers to choose which is the personal choice between these two devices in terms of the software. Now talking about the performance, so we have a Snapdragon 617 octa-core chipset coupled with 4GB RAM and a 32GB storage on the Coolpad Note 5, while we have a Snapdragon 415 octa-core chipset coupled with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage on the Coolpad Note 3s. So obviously the Coolpad Note 5 has superior performance due to two reasons. One is higher RAM and better processor, that's the Snapdragon 617 when compared to the Snapdragon 415. Now talking about the gaming experience, the Coolpad Note 5 definitely had a decent gaming experience, if not the best in this category, but definitely was a decent experience. But on the Coolpad Note 3s, the gaming experience was not that great, and it was there was a big time heating issue on this device, and which reached almost 48 degrees when we tested. So obviously in terms of the performance, we would say Coolpad Note 5 is the winner. Now talking about the other aspects, we have dual SIM cards and micro SD card expansion slot, and also 4G LTE support. Now the fingerprint scanner experience on both these devices are quite similar. Both are located on the rear panel, and on the Coolpad Note 5 we have this additional fingerprint app which allows you to lock the apps and have additional options, which is missing on the Coolpad Note 3s. So that's the software and performance aspect of these two phones. So in terms of software, again a personal choice, but in terms of the performance, we would give it to the Coolpad Note 5. Now let's talk about the camera. So we have a 13 megapixel rear camera on both these devices, LED flash, and on the front panel we have an 8 megapixel shooter with LED flash on the Coolpad Note 5, while it's a 5 megapixel shooter on the Coolpad Note 3s. Now again talking about the interface, there's nothing much to talk because both are exactly the same interface, does the job pretty well, and it's a quite good interface with professional mode, night mode, beauty mode all included in the UI. Now let's talk about the camera samples which we have taken now from these two phones, and you can clearly see that the Coolpad Note 5 performs much better than the Coolpad Note 3s in terms of the camera performance, and almost all photos we took, the Coolpad Note 5 has better camera abilities, the sharpness levels, the color quality, and the overall clarity looked better on the Coolpad Note 5. So definitely the camera comparison, we would say Coolpad Note 5 is the winner in this camera comparison, and even in the selfie experience we would say this Coolpad Note 5 which performs better. So that was the camera aspect of these two phones. Now let's talk about the battery. Again, now we have a clear winner with the Coolpad Note 5 coming with a 4000 mAh battery when compared to the 2500 mAh on the Coolpad Note 3s. The Coolpad Note 3s definitely is a decent performer in the segment with almost a day of performance, but the Coolpad Note 5 performs really good with a 4000 mAh battery, and you can easily get through 1.5 days of usage on this device. So again, in battery performance we have the clear winner, that's the Coolpad Note 5. So now we have compared both these devices, so which is the better device to buy here? So obviously there are lots of things going in the way of Coolpad Note 5. The pricing is definitely 1K higher than the Coolpad Note 3s, but for the higher 1K pricing, we would say it has a better build, a better display, and customizable software, really good performance, 4GB RAM is included, then camera is also better, battery is also really good. So almost all aspects the Coolpad Note 5 beats the Coolpad Note 3s, except for the pricing, and if you love stock Android experience, that's only an area where the Coolpad Note 3s has the edge. So all in all, we would say Coolpad Note 5 would be our choice, which is priced 10,999 and available exclusively on Amazon. So if you plan to buy these devices, we have the link available in the description of this video. You can use our link, and that helps our channel. So that's all guys with the comparison of the Coolpad Note 5 with the Note 3s. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel in case you are not done. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.